This is map drawing 1, Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia means between the rivers, so of course we're going to be drawing some rivers. The first thing you need to do is make sure that your paper is going this way. This way is landscape, this way is portrait. So you want to make sure that your paper is going portrait. You need your pencil, your black pen, and your eraser. First thing you want to do is go down to this bottom right corner and draw a small arch. Now, when you do your pencil lines, these are just guidelines. You're going to erase them after a while, so you want to make them very, very light. I'm going to make my lines a little bit darker than your lines are going to be because I want you to be able to see them on camera. But you can make them very, very light. If you can just barely see them, they're dark enough. Okay, after you make your little arch down here, you want to make a line that goes right up through the middle of it and out like this, up kind of to this corner of the paper. This is going to be sort of a center line. We're going to draw the two rivers going like this, so this is kind of going to be a symmetric line. We're going to make the rivers look similar on either side of the line. Alright, let's make the first river, the Tigris River. Start right at the top of your arch, draw a little straight piece, and then from the top of that straight piece you're going to go out and in and out and in and out and kind of in and out like that. Now we'll draw the Euphrates River. Start right back here at the top of this little straight piece again, and we're going to almost make like a mirror image here. See, these look real similar, and you're going to make like a little waist. It goes in right here, and then in and out and kind of like this. But at this point it's going to not be so symmetric because we're going to come around like that. Okay, those are the two main rivers. But there's also some smaller rivers that branch off of these. Right down here on this little straight piece, we'll make the first one. And these little tiny rivers are called tributaries. And actually the water flows this direction, down into the large river and then out into the sea. Let's make another tributary right about the waist area here. Let's make one that goes like this. And up here, let's make another one that snakes around. And then how about one that goes kind of right off of here like this. Now let's make one tributary going off this river. And then this one I'm going to branch into some smaller tributaries as well. Okay, let's go over these lines in pen. I'm going to go over the top of this arch, which is the top of the Persian Gulf. This little straight piece. Now you don't have to follow your pencil lines exactly. You don't have to work really slowly and make sure you go on. They're just guidelines. Okay, make this lower river. Okay, now we're done with our pencil lines, and if your pen is dry, most pens dry very quickly, you should be able to just lift them right off with your eraser. And I like to use these white erasers. They're even better than the pink ones for lifting off the pencil. Now if you're having trouble getting the pencil off, if you have to rub a lot, it probably means that you drew a little bit too hard and you need to lighten your pencil lines. Okay. Now let's put in some mountains. These small rivers flowing into this larger river get their water from the mountains. The rain falls on the mountains and snow on high mountains. Snow falls and it melts and turns into rainwater, and it rolls down off the mountains and into the little valleys, creating little streams, and then the little streams join larger streams, and eventually they end up in the large rivers. Okay, we're going to label these mountains on this side. These are called the Zagros, Z-A-G-R-O-S, Zagros Mountains, and I'm going to abbreviate mountains, M-T-N-S, period. And this is in the country of Iran. Now we're not going to label this with a name because the name is not quite as easy and you don't hear it very often. So we're just going to label this country of Turkey right up here. All right, and then let's label the area in between the rivers. Meso, middle, Potam, river, and then IA, Mesopotamia. Now everybody in Mesopotamia mainly lived right about here. The ancient city of Babylon is right on this lower river, B-A-B-Y-L-O-N. And this is the Euphrates River, E-U-P-H-R-A-T-E-S. When you write the word river, remember to capitalize the R. This river up here, let's go ahead and write it, the Tigris, T-I-G-R-I-S. I'm just going to put R period to abbreviate for river. You can remember that the Tigris is on top because the word Tigris and the word top both start with the letter T. And anywhere you go along here, the Tigris is on top. Even up here, it's on top. So that's how I remember. Tigris, top. Now, nobody lives in Babylon anymore. It's pretty much just ruins. Archaeologists go and they dig up the old sites there. Everybody lives closer to the Tigris River now in the city of Baghdad, B-A-G-H-D-A-D. And the G-H stands for kind of a H sound. It's really Baghdad. But that's a sound we don't have in the English language. All right, let's label, before we go up high, let's go down here and label the Persian Gulf. Now, it's not Gulf, G-O-L-F, it's Gulf, G-U-L-F. And of course, Persia is the ancient name for Iran. All right, let's put in two more cities. Up on the Tigris River, go all the way up to above the last tributary. I'm going to put a dot right here. And this is the city of Nineveh, N-I-N-E-V-E-H. That's the famous city that Jonah was sent to in the Bible story where he gets swallowed by a fish. Okay, but nobody really lives in Nineveh anymore. It's pretty much just ruins, same as Babylon. Everyone lives down here on the other side of the river in the town of Mosul, M-O-S-U-L. Now, if you want to add more places along here, you're welcome to get a map or an atlas or a globe, and you can add things. But that's all I'm going to put on my map.